What's cracking? It's your boy Mr. Criminal 2025, and I want to give a salute to everybody out there tapping in. Shout out to all my subscribers, all the people liking, hitting likes on the channel. You know how we do it. Let's keep on going up. First and foremost, I want to address a situation that's been kind of bothering me. You know, I feel like as a culture, we have it hardwired in us to highlight negativity. And I feel like there's a lot of situations where, as a culture and as a people, as a unit, as a collective, we could highlight people doing good, but unfortunately, you get more views, you get more people talking about when you do something negative. And I think that that's a shame. Unfortunately, I don't think that's something that will be easily changed. But if we could spark the mind and the conversation and the thought process, it possibly could make a difference. And as long as you make a little difference, that's all that matters. But in the last few weeks, there's been a lot of loss in the rap game. Rest in peace, GS Ronnie. Rest in peace, Sucker Free 104. Rest in peace to all the fallen ones, man, that became victims of violence in the streets. And these gentlemen had chances and opportunities to change their life and change the course of their family and take care and provide for their people. Unfortunately, sometimes the only way you see people is when they pass away. You see more highlighted conversations about those individuals. You see more about them. You know, I'm gonna highlight and I'm gonna rewind it all the way back to Draco, rest in peace. Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace. Young Dolph, rest in peace. These were all individuals that were pushing hard and working hard 24/7 with their music and didn't really get the proper shine or the proper recognition until they passed away. Nipsey was doing amazing things for his community, amazing things for his people, and he never got the highlighted attention until he passed away. You know, it reminds me of Biggie saying in his song, "You're nobody till somebody kills you." And unfortunately, I think that that's something that echoes through these days, and it's something that is very unfortunate, but it's also our reality, and I think that it's important to highlight. You see, I never had a chance to even listen to the dude Ronnie's music. Rest in peace to him and his little girl that passed away. These savages ran up on him and sprayed in broad daylight at a car wash and chipped off him and his daughter. His daughter just had her 5th birthday the day before. And this isn't something that I haven't seen in my life. This isn't something that is foreign to me. You know, there's consequences to everybody's actions. And I pray for him, his family, his soul, his daughter. And I just really want to highlight the fact that whatever beef that people are going through online, whatever beef people are going through in the public eye, it's not worth it, man. For some views, for some likes, for some clout. You got two dudes on the other side that probably did it for some attention within their hood, probably did it for some clout to say that they took out a rapper. I mean, what's the point, man? At the end of the day, now you got multiple families that are shattered. You got multiple people that have thrown away their lives. And I think that this is the type of stuff that we have to, as a community, collectively, not accept. I mean, there's different rules and regulations for every section in the streets. And that's definitely something that I don't think is accepted anywhere. Victimizing somebody's innocent 5-year-old daughter, man. That's out. That's not something that any real person in the world is gonna find that that's something solid. Nobody's gonna find that that's gangster. Nobody's gonna say that that's anything to be praised, anything to be highlighted or glorified, period. You got a special spot in hell for you when you do something like that and victimize an innocent little girl. But The situation stemmed from online beefs, rap disses, going back and forth. I mean, there's alleged parties on both sides. They said that the dudes that were found guilty were from another rap crew. That's all alleged. I'm not gonna say the names. I'm not gonna say none of that. You could find it. There's plenty of videos speaking about it. And this isn't something that I'm speaking on without seeing it 1,000 times over. But what nobody is speaking on is the fact that, like Biggie said, you're nobody till somebody kills you. I mean, a couple weeks ago, the dude might have been known in his section, and now he's being spoke about all over Instagram, all over TikTok, all over YouTube. And there's thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of new people streaming his music and finding out who he was and how talented he was and how dope of a human being he possibly could have been. But at the price of what? At what cost? You see, we need to wake up as a people. It's time to put past the stuff that we held on to our whole lives and make a new way, make it a new norm to not accept this type of stuff. You know, as you mature and as you grow in life, and as you overcome trauma, overcome misfortunes, overcome a destiny that might have been carved out for you, that you overcome and you beat, and you've overcame every single obstacle and every single hurdle and every single challenge that life thrown at you, to go out like that, all because one side might have not accepted a fact that this side's doing better than them, or vice versa, or people can't swallow their pride, or whatever the fact of the matter is, no matter what it is. That's a shame. I think that's a shame that lives are being thrown away. I think it's a shame that families are getting shattered and broken apart, and people are losing sons, people are losing daughters over ego and clout and attention, when you could get it in so many other ways. Rest in peace, Sucker Free 104. I didn't know the gentleman personally. I've been seeing a lot of posts and attention going his way in the last few weeks, and I just think, damn, like, rest his soul. God bless his family. Imagine where that young man could have went with his talents, with his ambitions. You know, I can't speak on the situation. I don't know it. I just know that the senselessness is getting to an all-time high as far as people wanting to attack rappers, and people wanting to victimize people, and people wanting to, you know, make a name for themselves, so to say. And what I will say is, after losing so many people in my life, for good and bad, dealing with and experiencing jealousy from close people to me on all levels, it's never gonna make sense, no matter what. There's nothing you could tell me on this planet that's gonna make that okay. I've had snakes crawling through my backyard. I've had snakes trying to see the downfall of me, my friends, my family, close friends that I knew that was doing good in investments and in their businesses. People always, it seems like someone always wants to bring you down, and no matter what, they can't accept the fact that they might not be as successful as you are in whatever you're doing. And I think that's a shame. I think that to be able to spill blood over that, take someone's life over that, is a damn shame, bro. And I think that as a culture, we have a responsibility to highlight these things. As a culture, we have a responsibility to call out what's wrong with our community. And I think that that's number one. That's number one. Number one is we need to start looking towards our own circle and how to make it better, instead of looking at the next circle and putting them down. People been going to war, tribes been going to war, people been fighting for attention, and their number one spot since the beginning of time, since Cain and Abel. Straight up. But when does the curse get broken? That's what I want to know. When do we as a collective community think deeper and outside the box and think we could put an end to this. We could stop this. This doesn't have to be our reality. I think it's time for us to reflect and look in the mirror and understand, as men, as human beings, as fathers, as brothers, as sons, that we could be leaders within our own community, within our own family, within our own block, within our own set, clique, rap group, whatever it is. And I hope and I pray to God that people start waking up, because we already have a fight. We already have a battle ahead of us. We got the economy going down, a recession coming on, inflation going up, people just trying to survive. In our community, people are just trying to survive. Not everyone is as fortunate as the next man to be able to be okay financially. Some people are just struggling just to live. Then you get the violence that comes with that. And I think that if we make better decisions as a community and as a whole and as a collective, we can make better decisions for our community as a whole and as a collective, and rise above any challenge and rise above any circumstance that gets put in our way. Rest in peace, Sucker Free 104. God rest your soul. Rest in peace, Ronnie. Rest in peace, your daughter. Rest in peace, Nipsey, Draco, Young Dolph. I see a lot of these situations as preventable. I see a lot of these situations as choices that were made, whether by themselves or another man, out of jealousy, attention seeking, clout, wanting what another man has. And I think it's a shame, man. I think we need to stand up and rise to the occasion and understand it's okay to be okay with seeing another man more successful than you. That should motivate the next man to grind harder, go harder, make a bigger impact than him. Why does it always have to be violence? Why does it always have to be someone picking that thing up and saying, this is how I'm gonna get my name known? You know, I think unfortunately, this isn't the end. We had Tupac, we had Biggie, we had so many people. Jam Master Jay, Nipsey, Dolph, the list goes on and on and on and on. Draco, rest in peace, Draco. I mean, there was a moment when I was talking to him on the balcony at his crib. And I'll never forget, he was telling me, he said, "Criminal, these dudes are so jealous of me." And I'm not gonna say names, but he did say names. He said, these cats are so jealous of me. If they could, they would kill me, he said. They would see me gone. They would want to take me off this planet. I'll never forget that. And he was looking down, looking at his cup, and he took a sip, like in reflection. And looking back at his life, I think he tried to make an impact with positivity, but he got drawn back into negativity. What do we know? This the next man, this the next homies, this the next hood, this dude, this the whole city. Like, there's some real hitters in that city that he dissed. He couldn't have thought that that was a good idea on any level. But you see, as men and as human beings, we all have a decision to make. And he made a decision. I'm gonna get a lot of attention by dissing these cats, and I'm gonna stir the pot. I'm gonna ruffle the wasp's nest. And that he did, man. Unfortunately, when you mess with the wasp's nest, you get stung. And I think we gotta be smarter than that. If you're smart enough to come out the ghetto, out the hood, make a name for yourself, become a worldwide success, put your people in positions to win, feed a whole family, your whole community, you gotta be able to make better decisions than that. Nipsey, rest in peace, God rest your soul, made a decision that day to go to his hood, where he always frequented, without something on him for protection, and engage in a conversation about neighborhood stuff when he should have been talking about the Grammys. He should have been talking about business investments. He should have been talking about opening up restaurants. God rest his soul. But you see, I find no fault to none of these brothers. You see, we all come from the struggle, and we might have so much trauma embedded within our brains, hearts, and souls. and pride that we will never let that go, no matter what. There's no turning down when you come from a certain background and a certain history and story and people you represent. So it's a fine line to balance. Where do you break that and go this direction? It's arguable. It's something that you could debate. But at the end of the day, I don't feel like it's worth any young homie or brother's life, man. And I'm gonna keep on pushing for positivity. I'm gonna keep on hoping that the communities that we represent could rise above the occasion and rise above these challenges. Because at the end of the day, nobody wants to see their brother buried. No mom wants to see their son in a funeral home. No fan wants to see their favorite rapper gone. Now all you have to hold on to is the memories of them and music. And sometimes it might even make their legend larger than life. But in the grand scheme of things, is it really worth it? That's something I want to plant in your brains today. Is it really worth it to beef with another man over some rap differences, over some street differences, whatever it is? To lose your life over it, bro. Like, I guarantee if any of them homies could come back and change the course of their day, I don't think any of them would want to go down the path that they took that day that made it their last. And I say that to highlight the fact that we have an opportunity every single day. We as men have an opportunity to change our future, our destinies, and our realities. And I encourage every single person that's out there tapping in, watching, to think twice before you make a move. To don't have a reaction to every single thing in your life. Think about things, think deeper, provoke thoughts, come from a deeper place. And you'd be very, very surprised and probably shocked with the type of decisions you end up making that could affect your life in a positive way moving forward. I say prayers, I send my prayers and my love to every single family that's been victimized through this type of lifestyle. I send prayers to each and every one of the people's families that I mentioned, especially that beautiful little girl, man, that lost her life. It's a shame, man. I hope and I wish and I pray for the generations and the youth to move forward in a positive place. I know that this ain't Mary Poppins. I know that this ain't a Disney film. That there's always gonna be a dark side to everything. Even in Disney films, you had Scar and Lion King. You had the hyenas. There's always gonna be evil and there's always gonna be good in any story in life. All the way down to kids stories, all the way to real life of what we deal with. But you still have an opportunity to make a choice for yourself that affects all your loved ones around you. So I send prayers to every single person out there that's watching this. I send a prayer to every single person that supports me. I pray for you guys. I hope that every single person is successful in life and you're able to get past any negativity that comes your way. With that being said, let's do better. Let's do better as a culture. Let's do better as a community. Let's stop with the clout chasing. Let's stop with the negativity. You don't always have to be dissing the next man. You don't always have to be putting the next person down so you can feel better about yourself. Maybe if we plant these seeds enough to our youth, we could break the cycle. With that being said, God bless everybody. Much love and respect to all my subscribers, everybody out there liking. Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts on this matter, because I feel like these type of conversations need to be had. Much love and respect to everybody that's out there trying to make a positive impact and change for your people. God bless everybody, and I'm out.